today I wanted to share a little bit about my breastfeeding journey with twins. I breastfed Eden and Sienna for 2.5 years. We only stopped 3 weeks ago, and it was just the most beautiful, incredible journey. Don't get me wrong, there were highs and lows within that. It wasn't always very graceful. I remember moments where they would just both tag team and pull out my boobs at the most awkward moments and in the most public places. But overall, it was just such a fantastic experience. And I can't believe I did it for 2.5 years. And I'm so super proud of it. I get asked quite a lot why I did continue for 2.5 years. And it really comes down to so many different reasons. It wasn't always in my plan to do it for that long. I had initially said I'll do it for 6 months until they start solid food and then stop. But 6 months turned into a year turned into 2.5 years. And some of the reasons why I continued for as long as I did, we moved. And in the process of moving house, it felt like it was something consistent that I could offer them. We transitioned them into nursery, and I didn't want them to go through that big change and then have another big change. And I wanted them to be able to understand what was happening. So I waited to a point that I could actually explain to them, look, this is what's happening, we're stopping now. And I read them a lovely book called Milky Moon, and we read it every night as part of our bedtime routine. And we explained that the milk was going back to the moon for little babies who had just been born. And they really understood the message at the age 2.5. And it definitely felt like the right time for us. There were moments where I wanted to stop before, but when your child is ill and when they've got colds and flus, that isn't necessarily going to be the right time. And it definitely wasn't for us. I knew that if I could give them that little bit of extra support for their immune system, then I would. And that was why I continued for so long. One of the things that I wasn't prepared for when I started breastfeeding were all of the comments. Initially, you get so much pressure to breastfeed, even in pregnancy, people always talk about it. And then people expect you to breastfeed up until about a year old. And then once you continue past that point, the comments then all of a sudden take quite a negative spin. And this is a lot of the time coming from people that are closest to you, just constantly asking, oh, so you're still breastfeeding, are you? And yeah, just making all of these kind of remarks about them being so big and, oh, that can't be comfortable for you. And what about their teeth and all sorts of things. And I have actually seen on the internet as well, when women have posted pictures breastfeeding, people make the rudest remarks and say things like, that child's too big for that, put it in a cup, and you've got issues. And just there's lots of really vile comments that are unnecessary and untrue. And it can be something that can really either pressure women to breastfeed when they don't want to, or it can be the thing that makes women not want to breastfeed or not want to breastfeed in public. And a really hard thing to deal with. The way that I looked at it, and one of the things that really encouraged me to carry on, is I kept reminding myself that it's not their journey, it's not their child, it's not their place at all to have any comment on what is right for me and my children. And I'm going to do what I want and do one. That was my whole attitude to it, really. And I'm so glad that I shut out the noise from, let's just call them the haters, because that's what it is, just negative Nancy's that have got nothing better to do than comment on somebody else's children, parenting choices and breasts. Something that I did to remember this milestone forever is I got a beautiful ring made. There we go, I think you can see it like that. I'll show you another video of it anyway, but I sent off my breast milk to Milky Moon by Sev. I'm feeling quite emotional, so this is my very last lot of breast milk. I've put it in 2 bags to make sure that it's extra safe for postage, and I've got an envelope with bubble wrap inside just to make sure nothing punctures it while it's going through the mail system. And I've put a little label in it with my name and my twin daughters' names. and got this little thank you card. It opens up to, I'll show you, opens up as like a bouquet of flowers, and I've just wrote a little message on the back. It says, thank you so much, Sev, this keepsake means the world to me. Such a special way to honour my breastfeeding journey. I'll treasure it always, Zoe. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to feel this sad, but it's been 2.5 years of breastfeeding twins, and it hasn't always been easy, but it's been such a beautiful journey. It's brought me so much comfort, them so much comfort, and it's definitely time to stop, but yeah, I'll miss it and definitely feel very grateful for being able to do it for this long. Sev is so incredible. She's such a beautiful soul, and I'm so glad that I found her, and she is who made this ring. Sev has previously worked in the NICU, the neonatal intensive care unit, and she supported lots of families of multiples, which of course is really special to me as a twin mum. And she has been so significant in helping so many women through this journey and so many families through this journey. So I'm so glad that it was her that made this ring. So here's the ring. So gorgeous. I honestly love wearing it so much. And you can also see here, these are some little charms that Sev included with an E and an S, and it's really special. I'm going to actually put those on a bracelet or something for Eden and Sienna, and they can have those. It's got crushed opal in it, which is what gives it that sparkly kind of magical effect to it. And it's also got a very subtle ballet pink, and of course my breast milk. And the ballet pink represents the interest that Eden and Sienna had at the age of 2.5. So the ballet pink is really representative of the fact that pink is their favourite colour, that they love ballet, that ballet is a special thing that we do together every week. And it felt really nice that I could include that in the ring. The sparkly opal effect that's in there, that is significant to our love of Disney. And for Eden and Sienna's second birthday, I actually took them to Disneyland Paris, and it was beautiful. It snowed, and it was really, really magical way to celebrate. And that is just a reminder of that special memory that we've got together there. I'm honestly so proud, and I continue to be excited about this chapter of my life and motherhood and being a twin mum and all that means to me. And I'm so happy that I've now got this keepsake to remind me of that, my strength, my love, my resilience, my patience, and the beautiful bond that I share with Eden and Sienna. I really hope that if you've watched this video, you've got some comfort from it, especially if you're coming towards the end of your own breastfeeding journey. I hope that you're excited if you are about to start breastfeeding. But I also wanted to say, I know that it's not always a possibility or a want for everyone to breastfeed, and it doesn't change how amazing you are as a parent. It really doesn't. As long as you are doing your best as a parent, then your best is enough. I truly believe that. Thank you for joining. I'm so pleased that I could share this special story with you. Please comment, let me know if you're breastfeeding, if you've stopped breastfeeding for whatever reason, or decided not to breastfeed. Thank you so much for joining. Drop me a comment, let me know if you enjoyed the video, let me know if you are on your breastfeeding journey, let me know if you are pregnant, let me know if you're expecting twins, triplets, quads, whatever. I really want to know who my community is. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will speak to you again soon.